So today we took it to Popeyes because I heard they have some new chicken dippers and they dropped a new signature sauce. So you know I had to drop what I was doing and pop on in here in restaurant as usual, as we've been doing all summer. So let's go inside and see what this is hitting on. Listen, I know this is way too much food for me just to be trying these chicken dippers right here, right? And that's because it is. I got a family meal because I wanted to show y'all the deal that they got, like I always do. And it's always an excuse to eat more Popeyes, right? So these are the new chicken dippers. And I'm going to be honest with you right off the bat. Like, I don't want to be that person that's complaining about prices right away. This costs $5. I'm sorry. This right here. Chicken dippers and the signature sauce cost $4.99. Again, I did this last time, but if you have tried it at Popeyes, can you please let me know what it costs? I'm compiling a data list so I can show the prices of most expensive to least expensive. And I'm going to try to get this to these companies because I do feel like fast food prices are getting crazy. They are crazy. So I want to have some sort of like data to present them with. But the chicken dippers look like little skinny chicken strips. I did get other stuff just to do a comparison, but let's try it on its own. I need a signature sauce. I need to know. Hold on. Okay. I don't really care for these dippers at all. I feel like their other chicken is exponentially better. And this scares me. But I'm going to describe everything before I get into that. First things first, their signature sauce. It feels like what is Raising Cane sauce, but with a little bit more of like a Cajun flair to it, which I kind of expect it is Popeyes. That I don't have an issue with. I think the sauce is pretty good. A little vinegary, a little bit spicy. Has that same egg yolky type of vibe that you get from like a cane sauce, or like KFC came out with their own variation of it, which is their comeback sauce, which is very similar to that. Spicier version of that. Don't mind that. These chicken dippers, unfortunately, remind me a lot of KFC's remixed new chicken tenders, which can't believe I'm trying one of these again, but it is chicken. It's not bad. I don't necessarily like them. They feel fake compared to the other chicken tenders that they have. I know I have them in here, so just for example, nope, that's not it. This is their chicken tender. I can just dip a regular ass chicken tender. And this is better. It's juicier, it's crispier, as opposed to this. This just feels like they took the back end of like chicken strips and they're trying to repurpose it in order to sell something to you. And I'm just not the biggest fan of that. $5 for this is like it's a robbery to me. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not trying to be negative. I absolutely love Popeyes. I've said that a billion times, but this ain't it for me. This feels like processed deer ankles or something like that, and it just doesn't hit like that. But I will say, their version of the signature sauce is better than KFC's. I don't know why they would charge $5 for that, other than there has to be some sort of like, I feel like maybe they're trying to phase out of chicken tenders, and that just scares me. Like, why'd they do this? I'm sure a lot of you have your own theories. I'd love to hear them. I think mine is either two reasons. These are probably cheaper to make, and they could probably get a better profit out of them, or this is something like they had little pieces because they use fresh chicken when they make all their other stuff. Maybe they have like pieces that they're just trying to repurpose into something else, but it just doesn't make sense to me. Especially for the size they are, they seem a lot drier. I've heard people saying that the breading tastes different. It doesn't to me. It tastes just like their regular breading. There's no difference between that and their regular chicken breading. So the sauce on a fast food scale, I would give an 8. These I would give like a 3 out of 10 to. And it's not because they taste bad. I think they're average at 5. But for $5 and how dry they are, I haven't been this disappointed in Popeyes in like a long time. Y'all know, man, I tell the truth and I tell it like it is. This doesn't mean I dislike the restaurant. Doesn't mean I think Popeyes is trash, but I think this is just not it for me. Since I do love me some Popeyes, I do have to show you a deal that they have. This is a family deal. Now, most of this, of course, I'm not going to eat. I'm going to give away. But I do want to show y'all what it is. So they have this new way they're doing their app where they have a lot of these things called bundles. So you can pick from like 2 or 3 different proteins. In this case, I believe it's 4, depending on what you want. And then you have a choice of sides that you can pick, which is how they comprise the bundle. So this is the mix and match family meal. So with this one, it costs $25.99, and you get a choice of 4 different proteins as well as 4 different sides. Now, the thing I will tell you is the sides are limited. Like the premium sides, you still have to pay extra for it, but all the other sides are the same. So I got all of the non-premium sides. So we got red beans and rice, coleslaw, mashed potatoes and gravy, and of course the goat Cajun fries. For the proteins, I got an order of their tenders and I got their signature chicken. Now, a big reason why I got that was because I wanted to compare the tenders to their new strips. And you also get a chicken sandwich and either boneless wings or tenders. And I believe I got boneless. So I got boneless wings. Again, I repeat, I don't eat all of this, but I will eat some of it. That's for damn sure. But I want to try everything in the signature sauce because to me, the real draw of this is the signature sauce. So much damn food in this table that I'm like, I'm just scrunched in here. But let's try the chicken. First bite with no sauce, and then we'll drip it in the signature. I say this every time at Popeyes. All this other stuff is cool, but the chicken is still the best. Signature sauce. That's good. With this Raising Cane's craze that's been going on since Raising Cane's has kind of been expanding, I feel like all these places are trying to come up with their own variation because they feel like their chicken is better, but the cane sauce is the main draw. So they're all coming out with their own like mock recipe. I hear so much mixed stuff about Cane, so most people tell me the sauce carries. Almost every person. Also, because if I don't take a drink of this, people will say no Bev is crazy. Chicken sandwich. I just accidentally not recorded the first bite. It's good. Yeah. The sauce is fire, bro. They should have just marketed it as just adding the sauce. Or did something different with that chicken. Is it their best sauce? No. I still personally, Black and Ranch, Mardi Gras mustard, Sweet Heat are better. That's not a bad thing, though, because tomato sauces are like some of the best in fast food, period. But I think of all the places dropping this signature sauce, not named Raising Cane's, because I still haven't damn had the actual Raising Cane's. It is the best one I've had of those. Red beans and rice. Oh, Lord. Most underrated thing, man. Not enough love here. This is the smoky chipotle boneless. Even those. Like, why are we... I'm sorry. I know the video's about the chicken dippers anyway. Why do this when you have all this? Look, because people can dip them? I can dip anything. I can't dip this? Look. I don't get it. I'm still confused by it. One thing I am going to do. You know what else I noticed with this family meal? You don't get a biscuit. It's not a bad thing. I don't really care for a biscuit, but just stick to the regular stuff, bro. You get the sauce, though. If you're going to get anything from this video. A lot of people were asking about this coleslaw. I've never actually eaten Popeye's coleslaw. Fast food coleslaw for me, never really like a priority. But we'll try it out today. We got a fresh spoon. A lot of people like their coleslaw, apparently. They used to have a lot more sides in this, bro. Like, they got rid of so many things that they used to have that I enjoyed. But mainly, like, they had Cajun rice before, which is gone. And I used to eat their green beans, and they're gone. At least around the ones by me. But let's do the coleslaw. No. In a really weird series of events, I think they put pickle juice in their coleslaw. Something that is awful. I never did eat that again. I tried, bro. I need something else. Oh my god. And finally, the mashed potatoes, which is a good diet hack, and I'm keeping these. Oh yeah. Let me get a. Let's do one more piece of the Siggy chicken before we call it. For me, the mix and match family bundle is good if you have like a family of 4 and everybody wants something different. It's like getting 4 meals in one. And the problem, just like what a lot of these places is, for whatever reason now, when they try to give you deals, most of these deals don't have a drink. So just be aware of that. If you don't mind that, then it's a good deal. But if you come here, you're going to have to buy a drink. Now, I came here during their happy hour, so a large drink was $2. So that's not bad for a large drink. But when you're in a restaurant, you can refill as much as you want to anyway, so it doesn't matter what size you get. But as always, when I try to try new things or review new things, my first priority is to inform you on what's what. That's what I try to do with the chicken dippers and even with this meal. After that, I can give you my opinion on it. But I try to give you as much information as possible because you might hear something and say, no, that sounds good to me. So if you're a person that says, well, I don't really have a big appetite and I want these chicken dippers so I can eat them in the car, or I don't know why somebody would get these, but I'm just trying to rationalize this. I say stick to the tenders, but try the sauce, in short. So that being said, man, I'm gonna head on out of here. That's crazy to me. I don't get it. But anyway, we'll be back tomorrow. More content. Man, hand signs. They made it to YouTube.